Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I am Crash Rowsell, and it's once again time to crash dance with another top 5 Easter egg video here on the channel, but we're going the opposite way. Yes, last year, you guys may have remembered, I uploaded my top 5 Easter eggs in Skylanders, and it went over pretty well. I enjoyed it. There was a great little Easter egg in the video itself with wildfire jumping around and nothing else happening. Yeah. This year's not going to be like that. We're going to do this a little bit differently because we're going to step outside the realm of Skylanders and actually talk about Easter eggs from other games that are Skylander related. And one of them is a little bit of a stretch, but the other 4 100% are darn tootin' Skylander references. And I'm really excited to bring you guys might have actually known a couple of these. The one consistency you're going to see in all of these videos, in this whole entire video, is a certain developer, basically. Toys for Bob, Vicarious Visions, you guys, Beanox too, and of course Activision, the publisher. They all kind of work together in this whole set of videos, and they have a ton of Easter eggs because of the Skylanders game because of that. So thank you guys for doing these Easter eggs, because it just shows that Skylanders is still alive no matter what game you're playing it in, and it shows that they actually care about this as much as we do. So ladies and gentlemen, I give you my top 5 Skylander Easter eggs in other games. So as I mentioned, this is not going to be like an Easter egg video where I pop up and my shirt changes every time. Haha, I knew it. But what's going to happen is I'm actually going to show you the Easter egg and kind of lead up to it. There's going to be pictures involved and things like that. So yes, hopefully you guys enjoy this video as much as I enjoyed finding these Easter eggs. But yes, very, very, very excited to bring you this one. So let's get right into it with number 5 of the Easter eggs of Skylanders in other games. This one could be considered a stretch, as it's just a color swap, but there's not a single Skylander fan out there who saw these skins and didn't immediately think of one of the coolest variants from Spyro's Adventure. In both Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled and Crash Team Rumble, both games called CTR for short, which is not confusing at all, Spyro is playable in both games. In each version, they have exclusive skins you can unlock to play as them. However, both have one very obvious throwback to a darker version of Spyro. Dark Spyro is one of the first, if not the actual first variant, many people saw in Spyro's Adventure, depending on what starter pack you got. So seeing a dark version of him in both the games that Toys for Bob's and Vicarious Visions worked on can't be a mere coincidence. Okay, from now on, these will be actual Easter eggs, because there's no way that these aren't. When Spyro Reignited Trilogy was announced, I was standing in the middle of Walmart screaming out loud with excitement. That's not even a lie, I literally couldn't control myself, because Spyro is literally my favorite thing ever besides for my dog, and even then it's close. Of course, I kept on to every single update about the game, including developer artwork they revealed showing out the updated levels, but one of them caught my eye very quickly as a light blue poster is visible in the background. Now at first glance, this might be nothing until you notice the obvious logo of Trap Team. Now, why Nasty North thinks Trap Team is the best game in the franchise, I'll never know, but I'm still glad that he knows fine quality, even as the bad guy. By the way, Mr. Nork, you should watch my hour-long video on Superchargers. You might want to change that poster after that. Of course, after seeing the promo art include Skylanders, I felt like there had to be something else Skylanders within the Spyro Reignited trilogy, but I had no clue where they would put it. It wasn't until my 3rd or 4th playthrough of the original Spyro where I noticed a certain dragon holding a certain item you all know and love from Trap Team. Again, what is with the devs loving Trap Team over Superchargers? It's right there. Anyways, regardless, Zakomo in the Dreamweavers homeworld is a massive fan of the series, but he literally holds an Easter egg in his hands. If you're not too sure what it is, it's the hourglass trap from Trap Team, but look even closer. Above his head is the magic element from Skylanders. So a magic trap and the magic element in a magical homeworld of Dreamweavers. You could say that this entry is great. You thought I was going to say magical, right? Well, you don't get that satisfaction. So far, everything you've seen has been at least close to Skylanders, as both Crash and Spyro have appeared in the franchise, but now we go shredding into a whole new genre. For those who have no clue, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series, including Tony Hawk Underground 1, 2, and Wasteland, are some of my favorite games of all time, with a ton of memories and fun involved throughout my life. When the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster was announced, I was so excited to give one of my favorite series a new, fresh take. It was also developed by Vicarious Visions, so I knew it was in great hands. What I didn't know, though, is that Vicarious Visions had a little something for us Skylander fans, too. In the level New York City, you can find a giant Chompy drawn onto the wall in graffiti form. When I first unlocked that level, this was the first thing I scoped out, which took a bit, but after I found it, I was totally satisfied. However, there's also graffiti featuring both Crash Bandicoot and Food Fights, but I couldn't find exactly where it was, so enjoy this photo instead. I do like that a game that has nothing to do with Skylanders still gets a little nod from the developers. Trying to determine where the Easter eggs placed on this list was kind of hard for the first 4. However, there is no brainer that the best Easter egg featuring Skylanders is the one I saw and actually got way too excited about. In the level Offbeat in Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, once you get up a little higher, you might see familiar faces floating around. You might even recognize Puma from Crash 3 Warped, and of course Spyro himself, but a very special balloon will float by of Eruptor. Now, not only is this cool in general, but it also has a real-life counterpart. For those who might not know, the Mace Day Parade in the United States had an Eruptor parade balloon in one of their events, and the Skylanders team released a figure in honor of that event. So, seeing a clear Skylander Easter egg in a newer game, which has a real physical counterpart, is hands down the best Easter egg related to Skylanders I've ever seen. And there we go, 5 Skylander Easter eggs in other video games. Very cool stuff. I still absolutely love the fact that Eruptor floats past you in Crash 4. That's probably one of my favorite ones because I was not expecting it, because of course I got there and seen the balloon and I stopped for a second because I seen Puma going and then I seen Spyro come out. I'm like, oh, it's a Spyro Easter egg. And then of course I let it go by and then Eruptor came by. So kind of blew my mind that there's an Eruptor Easter egg in a new game. I mean, new, it's like 4 years old now or anything, but still, regardless, very excited and very happy to bring you that video. If you guys enjoyed, let me know by leaving a like and a comment below. Let me know an Easter egg if I missed from another game. There might have been another Skylander Easter egg in another game I might have missed, but these are the 5 that I did enjoy the most, so maybe there was one that I just didn't consider as much. Or I could have, put number 5 as an actual Easter egg instead of a maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Regardless, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon for another awesome video. Y'all mean the world to me. Don't ever forget that. But as always, I bid you farewell.